I'm explorer Jill Heinerth. Come join me for another Into the Planet adventure video. If you're an outdoorsy girl, you've probably at some point had an issue with, how am I going to pee in public? And honestly, that's one of the #1 questions that I get from adventure women. How do I pee on the boat or on the trail or out the side of the car or somewhere and still be discreet? I'm often the only woman on an adventure or an expedition or a job site, and so I might be in the middle of the Sahara Desert or in a small boat offshore, and you've got to deal with it or else you're going to get dehydrated, and that's an even bigger problem. So here's a few tips and products that might help you out. One of the things I always take on an expedition is a poncho. Now, you can get something really simple like this from IKEA. I mean, it's $5, and that'll kind of cover you up so that you could squat down or even get completely changed under something like this. You can get larger ponchos that cover backpacks, or one of my favorite ones is from Fourth Element, and that's like a changing poncho, but it's also a great thermal protection. That's one way to hide your business, but there are other things that are out there available for you too. There are a series of products, female urination devices, or pee funnels as they're known. This one is the Go Girl, and it actually folds up really small, and it fits in a little discreet tube that you could carry in your purse if you want to. So when you need to go, you just spring it out. And then if you have either like an adventure skirt on or pants with a fly, you just zip it, put it into place, and stand up like a man. Now, there's some other companies that make these things too, and I've tried them all. So Freshette is another one. So this is a Freshette, and this one you can sort of push that tube back into the funnel that's kind of flat, and so it's fairly small, and you can just carry it in a Ziploc bag with a couple of wet wipes. That does the job okay, but my favorite one is this one, a She-Wee, and I like it because it comes in its own little plastic container that fits kind of easily in a cargo pocket, and then when you take it out, the extender on the extreme version is really great. This is what I've used in the Arctic. The reason why I like this is the funnel part's really long and skinny, and so you can kind of line it up with your girly bits and feel where the back end of the funnel hits you. So that way you know every time that when you actually start peeing that it's not going to spill out over the edges or that you've misaligned things. This is what I use in the Arctic with a pair of zip pants, because you can kind of zip the pants, you know, get it up and in there without exposing yourself to the cold. So that's my favorite because of the ability to line it up effectively every time and the ability to like kind of discreetly disguise it. These are not just great for standing up on the boat or in the backwoods or in the middle of the desert. These are also pretty awesome for your next trip to the big city, because Lord knows, girlfriend, you do not want to have to sit down in some of these bathrooms.
Oh, honey, you don't want to go in that one. You do not want to go in there, trust me.
So grab your She-Wee and let her rip. The bottom line is that you gotta drink, you gotta stay hydrated if you're out on the trail, if you're camping, or you're on a boat. Now, if you're in your tent overnight and it's -40 outside, or you're not really compelled to want to leave the tent, there's one more trick that you can use. This is a pee bottle. You bring it in your tent so you can pee in the night, so you don't have to climb out into the snow and ice just to go pee. seal it up, and even if it tips over in your tent, it's not going to spill. But make sure you label it so your friends don't accidentally think it's like drinking water or something. Anyway, in the tent, camping, on the boat, or even out in town where you don't want to have to sit down, female urination devices are your best friend. So I'm showing you my little commute to the bathroom here. I'm here on an expedition with a bunch of men, so I'm happy it's way out here. First you have to find the little poop shed, which tends to blow away because the ice spikes don't stay in the melting ice. And then you have to reunite that shed with your 5-gallon buckets. And that's the extent of the ladies' room. Thanks for joining me at Into the Planet videos. Don't forget to click the links and subscribe. You'll be supporting our channel.